Hands are gone. Feet are gone.
Okay.
Legs are gone.
So here's our first video. What are we doing?
We're getting soil samples.
NRCS Soil Survey. They're a government agency. Thanks for the government. Web soil survey.nrcs.usda.gov. Go there. Voila. Hey there. So we're going to look at soils, the NRCS Web Soil Survey. You push a start button, and you can enter your address, not there, but down further. There's an address right there, so you push your address in there. Comes up, there's our farm. So the next part is you make an area of interest. So you'd want to be able to see the soil types only in a certain spot. That you have to narrow it down because there's so much information. So you can use that rectangular button right there, and you can click and drag and do it a little bit wider than your farm. You can zoom out, but you want to at least be able to see your farm. And maybe like get some area that you know is bad farmland, just so you can make sure it says that. And after you got your area of interest, you're going to click on the next tab, which is Soils Map. Here, and here's where you get the soils that are in that area of interest. And you can start looking at each type and check its makeup, the depth, and then also the recommended farmability of it. So let's start with that. 77 or 87. 87A. So here is Willamette, gravelly substrate. Here's the profile, the depth. So this is a great example of some produce that we got while talking with Aslan about soil. And then I wanted to show you the land capability classification, which is 2S. The 2 is how farmable it is, and the S means it's not that deep. So if you go to the web page, or just search interpretive groups, you can find out the meaning of the different 1 through 7 or whatever, and the sub-classifications, which is that S. So here's the class 1, 2. So 2 is pretty damn good. 1 is the best. And further down is the subclass, which is right there. I think I missed it. Go back. Right there. So subclass S means it has limited rooting zone before you can't grow into it, which in my situation turns out to be not that accurate, but the interpretive group is correct. You definitely can farm there. So that's about the level of detail you can pull out of one of these. It's prime. Both of those soils classes are prime farmland, and the profiles are slightly off, but the interpretive group is about right, with the subclass being incorrect because the profiles are not correct. And then you can confirm, like some soils that aren't prime farmland. So there's a valley right there, there's a creek, and I clicked on that soil type and it said not prime farmland. You think we got enough?
Yeah.
A&L Laboratories said I needed 2 cups for each soil. This is soil sample. This is from one field, and that is at least 2 cups. How did you like doing the soil sample, that one that you did do?
It was, so we just dug in. It was a tiny bit boring, but the soil's really hard.
Thanks, man. So this is the A&L Laboratories webpage. Under Analytical Services, they have a bunch of stuff you can do. For soil submission, they have these forms and useful links. If you go to their form, A&L is in Tigard, and you can drive over there or mail them 2 cups of soil. Their web page is under A&L Laboratories. This is a soil sample information sheet. Here's where you'd put your customer information. Here's where you would take samples. Usually you do 4 quadrants in the middle or something like that and mix it together and just use 2 cups at the end. You want a graphics report. This is just recommendation from Concentrates, and you would put your email in there. Though I think they email the information to you. You want a S3C test package. You want general vegetable, and you want pounds per acre. That's what I do. You could do pounds per 1,000 feet for the recommendation. And here's more information about that S3C test that I got recommended, which worked out okay. So back at their website, you can look at the fees. So if you, they got a lot of options. Like some people do leaf tests. You can actually look at the fertility in the leaf. The S3C, if you get the recommendation, is $35. And back at Analytical Services, if you look at the soil sampling instructions, they say a lot of stuff here. One of the take-home points is 2 cups. Right there is the 2 cups recommendation. How to ship it. There was a lot of websites. The Solomon's Manual, the A&L Laboratory. They basically suggested a lot of stuff that I don't know what it means. So I'll get like from 4 corners of the field, I'll get a little bit of soil and mix it together and take it over to them on my lunch break. I'll probably get a little bit 3 inches deep, where the soil it will be in contact with the plant roots. And here's the field right now. Switch it around. Can't. So you can see out there the field, the goats, house, Sukkot, thanks Yahweh, greenhouse, young man. Okay, here is the spot where it says get 2 cups. This is under the A&L website, Analytical Services, soil stuff, and then how to gather the soil. And they usually say you don't want it wet; it needs to be kind of dried out. And then go look at the examples. So under Analytical Services, soil analysis, and then go to soil analysis example reports. The graphical soil we talked about before. Here's one analysis for a sample, and it's nice and colorful. You'll get your NPK. So here's your N, nitrogen. Your P, I think, is distributed between phosphorus, weak, and the other one. So if you know what that means, let me know. And here's your K. Those are the macronutrients according to that one British guy. And then where do we go to next? So then here's pH, 4.8, that's pretty bad. You'd want to add one of these items to increase the pH. I think calcium lasts longest in the soil. Let me know if that's correct. But all these things would affect pH, cation saturation, which will keep you want to be around 6 for vegetables. And then go over here to, you can have pounds per acre, that's what we selected. And here's all your micronutrients, make it taste better. These things down here at the bottom.
That's so true.
Yeah, if you got carrots with proper micronutrients, they're like Odwalla carrots. Here's the comments, and thanks for watching.